In a significant escalation of the conflict, Ukrainian sea drones have launched a daring and precise attack on a major Russian naval base in Novorossiysk, a critical port on the Black Sea. This marks a pivotal moment, demonstrating Ukraine's growing capability to strike deep within Russian-held territory and disrupt key logistical and military hubs. So, what exactly happened, and what does this mean for the future of the conflict? Let's break it down. Overnight, residents of Novorossiysk were awakened by the sounds of explosions and gunfire. Social media was quickly flooded with videos showing Russian ships firing intensely at what appeared to be small, fast-moving objects on the water's surface. These were Ukrainian maritime drones, unmanned surface vessels packed with explosives, sent on a mission to target Russian naval assets. The Russian Ministry of Defense initially claimed it had successfully repelled the attack, stating that two unmanned sea drones were detected and destroyed by Russian ships guarding the naval base. They insisted that no damage had been done and that all facilities were operating normally. However, subsequent video evidence and reports paint a very different picture. One of the most compelling pieces of footage, which has since gone viral, shows one of these sea drones heading directly for a large Russian warship. The video, seemingly filmed from the drone itself, cuts out just moments before impact. Later, images and videos emerged showing the Rapua-class landing ship, the Olengorsky Gornyak, being towed back to port, listing heavily to one side. This severe tilt clearly indicates that the vessel sustained significant damage, likely from a breach in its hull. The ship, designed to land troops and heavy equipment, appeared to be incapacitated, a major blow to Russian naval power in the Black Sea. Another explosion was reported near a crucial oil terminal in the same port, operated by the Caspian Pipeline Consortium, which handles about 2% of the world's oil supply. While the consortium reported no damage, the attempt itself highlights the strategic importance of the targets Ukraine is selecting. So, why is this attack on Novorossiysk so important? First, location. Novorossiysk is Russia's main commercial port on the Black Sea and a major naval base. It's a vital hub for exports of grain and oil, and a key logistical point for supplying Russian forces. After Ukraine's successful strikes on the Crimean port of Sevastopol, Russia had moved many of its most valuable naval assets to Novorossiysk, believing it to be a safer location, far from the front lines. This attack shatters that illusion of safety. It proves that Ukraine's reach is extending, and that even heavily fortified areas are now vulnerable. Second, it showcases the effectiveness of Ukraine's asymmetrical warfare strategy. Lacking a large conventional navy, Ukraine has invested heavily in developing and deploying these innovative, low-cost sea drones. These unmanned vessels are difficult to detect, fast, and can deliver a powerful punch. By using them to target high-value assets like warships and critical infrastructure, Ukraine can inflict disproportionate damage on the much larger Russian military. This is a classic example of a David versus Goliath approach, using ingenuity and technology to level the playing field. The Olengorsky Gornyak, for instance, is a vessel that would typically be protected by a fleet, yet it was seemingly disabled by a single, relatively inexpensive drone. Third, the attack has significant psychological and economic implications. For Russia, it's a major embarrassment. The fact that a key naval ship was hit in one of its most important ports, a port that was supposed to be a safe haven, undermines the Kremlin's narrative of military strength and control. Economically, any disruption to the port of Novorossiysk, even temporary, can have ripple effects on global oil and grain markets. The attack forced a temporary halt to all ship movements in the port, a clear sign of the operational impact. While traffic has reportedly resumed, the threat of future attacks could increase insurance costs and deter commercial shipping, putting further economic pressure on Moscow. This precision strike is not an isolated incident. It's part of a broader Ukrainian counteroffensive strategy that involves hitting logistical hubs, command centers, and supply lines deep behind enemy lines. We've seen this with the repeated attacks on the Kerch Bridge connecting Crimea to Russia, and now we're seeing it extend to the sea. The goal is to degrade Russia's ability to sustain its forces and wage war. By making it difficult and dangerous for Russia to operate in the Black Sea, Ukraine is trying to regain control of its maritime territories and break the Russian blockade on its own ports, which is crucial for its grain exports and overall economy. The technology behind these sea drones is fascinating. While the exact specifications are a closely guarded secret, they are believed to be remotely operated, guided by satellite, and equipped with high-resolution cameras that allow the operator to steer them to their target with incredible precision. They are designed to have a low radar cross-section, making them stealthy and hard to spot until it's too late. The fact that they can operate at such long distances from Ukrainian-controlled shores is a testament to the sophistication of their design and communication systems. Ukraine has even publicly crowdfunded the production of these naval drones, turning it into a national effort and a symbol of resistance. This public campaign has not only raised funds but also boosted morale, showing that every citizen can contribute to the defense of their country. Looking ahead, what can we expect? Russia will almost certainly try to bolster its defenses at Novorossiysk and other ports. This could involve deploying more patrol boats, installing new physical barriers, and improving their radar and surveillance capabilities to better detect these small, fast-moving drones. We might see an increase in air patrols and a more aggressive posture from the Russian Black Sea Fleet. However, Ukraine will also continue to adapt. They will likely work on improving the drone's stealth capabilities, range, and explosive payload. We could see them used in larger swarms to overwhelm defenses, or deployed in coordination with other types of attacks, such as aerial drones or missiles. The conflict is entering a new phase, one where technology and innovation are playing an increasingly critical role. This attack on Novorossiysk is more than just a single successful mission. It's a statement of intent from Ukraine. It shows that they are not just defending their territory, but are actively taking the fight to Russia, targeting its strategic assets and undermining its ability to continue the invasion. The naval balance of power in the Black Sea is shifting, not because of a clash of large fleets, but because of these small, unmanned boats that are changing the rules of maritime warfare. As this drone war evolves, it will undoubtedly shape the future course of the entire conflict. This event also puts international players in a new position. Countries that rely on the Black Sea for trade will be watching closely. The potential for disruption to global supply chains is real. It also raises questions about the rules of engagement in this new form of warfare. The use of semi-autonomous weapons is a growing area of concern for international law. For now, however, the focus remains on the immediate battlefield impact. Ukraine has demonstrated a capability that many thought was beyond its reach, proving once again its resilience, ingenuity, and determination to secure its sovereignty. The message to Moscow is clear: no port is safe, no ship is invulnerable, and the sea is no longer a Russian lake. The waves of the Black Sea now carry a new kind of threat, one that is small, smart, and decidedly Ukrainian. Thanks so much for watching. What do you think about this new chapter in naval warfare? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this breakdown helpful, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analysis of global events. We'll continue to track this story as it develops. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.